Hello, ineffable being. How are you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful, magical day. I want to tell you that you are a genius. You are special. You mean the world, and you are loved. Ineffable being, I imagine along your journey, you've heard one or two, or maybe a handful of people say, I take care of myself. I make sure that I'm okay before I can help others. We know this comes a lot from very successful people. Oh, I take care of myself. It's me before anything. And this is what we're going to talk about today because I really want to break this down. Because these words of it's me before anybody else, I'm going to take care of myself first, it's me or nothing, really has a rather bad connotation. Now, I have made a previous video called It's Me or Nothing, and this is the second video of that. Because I think it really is important to understand and share my perspective of what this means, what I believe this means for most successful people, because granted there are some people that perhaps are narcissists and are self-centered, but I'm going to share with you what it means to me, how I have adopted this, and my paradigm in regards to this topic. Well, the first step is sure, we see a lot of successful people say, yeah, I take care of my own needs first. I'm going to watch over myself. I'm going to see how I can help myself before I can go help others. Now, this realm gets a lot of negative energy, a lot of negative connotation. And a lot of people call these people, self-centered, assholes, narcissists, and the very like words. So, what does it mean to take care of yourself first before anybody else? Now, granted, there's a million realities in this universe, and I'm only sharing you my perspective, my take. For why? Perhaps so you can understand this better, and you can look at yourself and be like, you know what? Damn, my family was wrong. I can take care of myself first and still love others. So let's get into it. The first step of it's me or nothing is to know who you are first. And the best way that I can share this is with my personal journey in my personal life. So whenever I began to create the person that I wanted to be, I had to look at all the dimensions, of myself. So I say we are two-dimensional. We are everything that's physical, which we commonly know as three dimensions, the body, and we're also everything that is not physical, imagination, thought, emotions, and the like. So once you start building your paradigm consciously, what you want to think, how you want to feel, the actions you want to demonstrate in one day, you begin to know yourself, right? This is so important in being able to help others if you want to do it from a loving place, if you want to not be an asshole, or if you want to not be a narcissist. So along my journey, I said, well, Luis, how do you want to deal with your family? And what about coworkers? And what's going to be your relationship with time, with other people, with strangers, with your intimate partner? Luis, how do you want to deal with the environment? What are your thoughts about the political systems? Luis, what are your thoughts about global warming and all of these different dimensions of life, right? Because sure, I might have my purpose and my vision, but we all here coexist. So I started building my belief system, and the first thing I came across is wow, a lot of this stuff, I'm just picking it up, I'm just regurgitating it from my upbringing. My belief systems about money, about some certain kind of people, about, I was going to say money again, but that's probably the most fundamental thing. My belief systems in terms of success was all things that were given to me, planted into me, not consciously. My parents didn't say, we're going to plant this seed into him and we want him to believe this the rest of his life. No, it was just by the human being observing his parents growing up. From the moment we're in the womb, we are beginning to have, karma. We're beginning to have memory in ourselves with the emotions the mother is releasing based on her environment. If the couple is arguing or if it's a good environment, if she consumes chemicals like alcohol or other narcotics. And so all of these things, right, begin to affect us. And by the time we get out of high school, we are in an unconscious, habits, hardwired attitudes, emotions, and perceptions that we believe about our world, and we never decided these things. This was just handed to us. So that was the first thing. Some of these things are very great, right? One of my favorite things that I'm very grateful for that my father taught me was, Luis, don't buy anything if you can't buy it 10 times over. Now, that's a little but the idea is there to spend, below your means, to spend money that you can actually live without. If we're talking about, I'm a huge fan of Drake, right? He has this Nocta brand with Nike, and one of these jackets is $400. Like, damn, Luis, you live in a third world country. It takes you 24 times longer to make $1. Perhaps this isn't something that's really, essential for you. So I started creating my belief system. So who am I? Why can I say it's me before anything but go to sleep with a happy heart? Go to sleep like I am not taking away from other people. Go to sleep feeling, wow, I am an asset to society. I am a good family member. I am a good partner. I am a good friend. Well, couple things, and none of this is to brag, but this is just me. I set dedicated time for those that I love. I set time for my intimate partner. I schedule time. I put a time and date on my calendar to hang out with people that I value. And again, I think about myself before anything. But when I started creating myself, I put slots in here for people that I cherish, for people that I don't know, for strangers. Every single day, I do not leave the house without 5 lempiras, which are, basically $1, or $5. But again, the currency exchange here is different. So why? Because I'm always looking out for someone else. I do not leave the house if I do not have 5 lempiras to give to someone in the street. I like to think about others. I like to also help and motivate others to find themselves. Me, who I am a charitable person. I am someone who gives time and gives support and gives love and is a motivational person to those around me. It's so, when I say it's me before anybody, it's not like I'm not spending money on other people. It's not like I'm not worried about the environment. I'm a vegan. I'm not saying that vegans are angels. That's not even close to being the truth. But at least I am conscious. But this is who I am. So you know what? Because I'm taking care of the environment, at least I'm doing what I can to take care of the environment. I'm doing what I can for the people in need. I'm doing what I can for my intimate partner. I'm doing what I can consciously for those that I love. Now, I build my belief system, and I can stand here firm and say, I'm going to take care of myself today first. But again, I remind you that who I am is the person in need, is my loved ones, my intimate partner, the environments, the animals, the collective. So next time you hear someone successful talk to you about taking care of yourself, don't think that you're just not all of a sudden going to, be a charitable person, or you're not going to think about others, because that's far from the truth. Now, there might be people that live in that world who they don't think about anybody else. But the simple fact is, no one stops and asks these people, well, what are you? So if it's you before anybody else, what are you? But what we do is have our unconscious judge their words of motivation, of inspiration, of empowerment based on our upbringing of our parents say, hey, the golden rule, and you got to give 5 times more than what you receive, and all of these things. Not saying they're bad again, but there are paradigms and there are limiting beliefs. And whenever we hear someone successful share their testimony, we judge them based on the past experiences that we were given. So then next time that you hear somebody talk about taking care of yourself first, don't think you're going to turn into an asshole, or that you have to be selfish, or that you can't share time, or that you can't share a movie ticket, or a car, or a spot on the bus, or whatever your life is. You're not the only one, and you're never going to be the only one that exists on this planet. So to be able to firmly and proudly say, I take care of myself. Well, perhaps you want to follow a similar path as I did. Look at the things that matter to your life, like family, friendships, and partner. Look at other dimensions of your life, like nature, the collective, the stranger on the street, the person that doesn't have food to eat, and decide, what are you going to do for life? Because your life isn't just the house that you have, the car that you drive, and the clothes that you wear. Life, if you are a human being, I'm sorry to say, but life is all the ugly, all the people that don't have houses that brings us pain and suffering. Seeing them like this, imagine their suffering. Life is nature. I live in a third world country. We're in 2020 and this country still hasn't gotten on the ball that you can't leave trash on the street and nature. This is the life that I'm living in. I'm not sure what type of life you believe you're in, but if you open your eyes a little bit and decide what you want to do for life and the little things that you can do, then I promise you, you can be a success. I've talked about success a couple of times on this video. What is my definition of success? Well, quite frankly, I'm not the creator of it. It's not original to me, but it is to Earl Nightingale. Earl Nightingale's definition of success is having a worthy ideal and progressively moving in that direction. So if you want to be a success, you are going to have to take care of yourself first and foremost. But doing this doesn't mean you're selfish, doesn't mean you're a narcissist or that you're an asshole or that you don't take care of the environment and all these things that we easily associate whenever we hear this. So I invite you today to build your belief system and start living by your conscious belief system and stand proud to take care of yourself before anybody else. Because it's a lie that the world is just going to take care of us because we're alive. We'd like to hope so, but unless you're born a billionaire or into the Rothschild family or into the royal family, and even they have to work for their things. They have to go to the schooling. They have to go to the military school. They have to do, be on the board of committees at whichever company their wealthy family members own. So in any world, you are going to have to build your belief system and stand firm by your belief system. And I just give you a little bit of hope and inspiration to add the whole life, all of what life is, into your belief system and into your life. And then you can stand firm and brave and go to sleep happy because you are always thinking about other people. And the external world is thinking you're just thinking about yourself. Ineffable beings, I hope you have enjoyed this video. I ask that you give me your comments. Did you receive value from this video? Also, if you did not receive value, please share that with me in the comments. And put what topics you'd like for me to cover in the future. I hope to see you on the side of light. Please give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, and share. Goodbye.